Ready. Play.
Forehand, peppering that backhand of Dominic Thiem. Probably will stay in that dynamic, I would have thought, but it's Dominic Thiem who tries to change it up to the backhand of Ben, but Ben deals with it. As that's a forehand gone long there from Dominic Thiem, and we have match point for Ben Shelton. Is this the last point of Dominic Thiem's career at the Grand Slam level anyway? It might be. It just might be. So 30-40, Dominic Thiem to serve. Where are you going to go with this one? You're going to go down the tee, but you're going to hit the net. Second serve here, 30-40. Forehand return from Shelton. Forehand Dominic Thiem into the backhand of Ben Shelton. Forehand Ben Shelton now into the forehand of Dominic Thiem. And Dominic Thiem goes long. Ben Shelton has won. So Dominic Thiem's Grand Slam career is at an end in straight sets against Ben Shelton. Smiles and congratulations all round, it seems. Congratulations to Dominic Thiem on a fantastic Grand Slam career, of course, peaking at the US Open 4 years ago with that title. Ben Shelton is at the other end of his career, but he's saying, look, give the applause to Dominic Thiem, pointing towards the Austrian. I wonder if we're going to get some words from Dominic. We might do. I think we will. Tournament director, SAC Alistair, just having a word with him. 6-4, 6-2, 6-2. So I think we're going to hear from Dominic Thiem. Let's have a listen to what he has to say.
Well, New York, we're going to hear from Ben Shelton in just a moment. But first, we have a moment right now with Dominic Thiem in his final US Open match. Let's take a look.
I think we're going to have a look at some of the highlights, which, of course, culminated in that win in 2020. It's a pretty short reel. Which is a bit harsh on Dominic, especially had some epic matches. I remember one with Rafa Nadal in 2018, I think.
Here in New York, and today we want to celebrate you, your career, and your final match on these courts. So I'm going to hand the mic over, and we want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, first of all, of course, thank you so much for all your support on all those years. It's been 10 years since I've played here the first time. But yeah, it's actually a really important moment for me because I've had my greatest success of my career here on this court, in this... In this weird 2020 under very strange and different circumstances, and unfortunately I had this success without any of you, so that was of course at one point a really amazing moment, but on the other hand also pretty sad. So I'm super happy that I got the chance to play my last US Open, my last match here on this court, and I can spend now some time with you guys just to to say thank you to all of you, and to make the time up with what we have missed 4 years ago. So that's a really special moment, and I'm very grateful for everybody who came and everybody who got me the chance to play here for one last time. Thank you so much.
Tommy, before you leave us, we're going to welcome up USTA Chairman of the Board and President, Dr. Brian Hainline. He's going to send you home with a little memento of some of your moments here at the US Open. New York, let's hear it one more time for your 2020 US Open champion, Dominic Thiem.
It's a nice little montage of picks there that he's been given. Nice to see a tweet from Mario. Some words from Ben Shelton as well.
For Dominic Thiem, what have you learned from watching him go about his business during his career?
Well, I mean, first of all, I just want to say congrats to him and his team on an outstanding Grand Slam career that they've had. You know, 4 finals, a title is something that only kids can dream about, you know, sitting at the couch at home, which was me not too long ago. So it couldn't happen to better people. I always love seeing Domi's face, Moritz, always smiling as well, and your team does it the right way. So I'm sorry that this was the way it ended, but congrats on everything. You have so much to be proud of, and so many people who love you out here.
Well, Ben, you walked out on this court again. You got the fresh kit. You have a fresh haircut. The tennis looked pretty solid today as well. What are you taking away from this first match back?
Yeah, I love being out here in New York. You know, no much better atmosphere than being here on match. So thank all you guys. You guys brought the energy to the work today.
Of course, a semi-finalist last year before losing to Novak Djokovic.
To everybody in my box who came out. You know, my boy Nick has a big exam this afternoon, but he showed out, so I appreciate it. Good luck on that exam, bro.
Lastly, Ben, you came in here to New York last year ranked 47 in the world. You're now 13 in the world. How are you and your team making sure you keep things fun and light when maybe the expectations and the stakes are a little bit higher this time around?
Yeah, we have a developmental mindset. I don't know if you see my strength coach in the box. A lot of times he keeps going like this. So we're always focused on pushing forward, not really looking behind us, and just trying to become a more complete player. So I'm glad with how I played out here today, and I'm just excited for another chance to play here at the US Open because it's my favorite tournament of the year.
We're glad to have you back. Let's hear it one more time for Ben Shelton.
There we go. Ben Shelton through to the second round. Says we have a developmental mindset amongst his team as the expectations, of course, will go up, as does his ranking. So, yeah, just a few words on that match as a whole. The first 8 games were shared between the two without a single break point. Ben then holds serve for 5-4. Remember, he was serving first throughout the match, actually, in each set, because then it's over to Dominic Thiem at 4-5. And at that point, it was pretty much even, Stephen. In fact, if anything, it was Ben who was being a little bit looser with some of his shots, many of which were flying into the net. And I think at one point it was 7 unforced errors from Ben. In fact, that exact point in that game at 4-5, it was 7 unforced errors for Ben and just 4 off the racket of Dominic Thiem, who'd been pretty solid. Unfortunately, in that game when Dominic Thiem was serving at 4-5, he throws in 3 unforced errors, and that was the set and arguably the match. The momentum then very much with Ben getting early breaks in sets 2 and 3. I would say that Ben wasn't quite as solid as perhaps Blair Henley suggested there in the first set and a half when it was a bit loose. The serve, though, started to become more effective. And really, he was rarely under threat on that serve. Dominic just couldn't make an impression. But it was also Dominic was unable to really hold on to his own serve and eventually succumbed to a straight sets loss. Dominic Thiem's career obviously reaching a peak in 2020, both at the US Open, but also in terms of tennis. I remember his run to the final at the ATP Tour Finals that year. I remember that. I'm going to call it an epic straight sets win that Dominic had because it was just epic. It was 7-6, 7-6, but the level of tennis that him and Rafa were able to produce that day was incredible. Of course, 2020 is also the year that Dominic got to the Australian Open final, leading 2-1 over Novak Djokovic. And who knows, we could be talking about a 2 Grand Slam time winner. But nevertheless, he did get his 1 win in the US, winning in 5 sets over Alexander Zverev that year. Unfortunately for Dominic, as he did mention in that on-speech address that he just gave, that he wasn't able to do it in front of supporters. he has, of course, at least had these moments in front of supporters, and he will have one or two more, none more so than in Vienna when he bows out from the sport for good. So as Dominic Thiem sails off into the tennis sunset, at least in terms of Grand Slams today, Ben Shelton proceeds. I think Ben's tennis will have to get a little bit better if he really wants to have a deep run, particularly if he ends up meeting Novak Djokovic in the fourth round. They are on a collision course. Of course, Novak Djokovic in action later today against Albon. Everyone else, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back again with more live commentary still to come. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and all that other jazz. But all I want to do is finish this stream by saying goodbye, Dominic Thiem, and thank you for the memories.
And yeah, the wrist it's okay, it's under control, but it's not good, and it's not like it was before. But yeah, I know this, you know, and so I can deal with it. But no, it was two solid matches. One went my way, one unfortunately the other way. Yeah, so that's how I leave Estoril.
Where does this tournament leave you, Dominic Thiem, going forward?
Yeah, as I said, it's two solid matches. Also today was not bad, and let's see if I come in Monte Carlo. I think I'm still some spots out, so let's see. If I get in there, nice, I'll play there. If not, my next tournament gonna be in Munich.
And the rest of the year and 2025?
I'm focusing now on the next tournament, which is either Monte Carlo or Munich, and then yeah, leading up the way to Paris, and everything else we will see.
When you are going out of court, two persons told you you are a legend, another one you are the best. You feel that yet? And what to do to return top 10?
No, it's very nice to hear words like that. But as I said, I'm not comparing myself anymore to myself when I was top 10. It's just not working the way, and yeah, I'm trying to do the best out of the situation what I'm in right now.
Would you like to come back next year if the Estoril Open has a place?
I don't know. We will see what's happening next year.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Dominic. Cheers. What is the biggest difference between Dominic Thiem 2019, 2020 and Dominic Thiem 2024?
It's a different galaxy, actually. No, but it's I guess a bit of everything, you know. Like I had a little bit more power back then. Obviously, a lot more confidence. Probably I was playing the game better, just a bit. I was way more in the. I had a way more fluent game as well. So yeah, there are a lot of differences, but I stopped comparing myself to back then because there's no point, and yeah, I try to do the best out of my situation right now.
Dominic, I guess you know Jean Sos is going to retirement after this tournament. You guys had a lot of battles over the years. What can you tell us about him? What can you tell us about the battles that you guys had in the past?
Yeah, I have a special relationship. First on the court, I played my first Grand Slam match ever against Joao, and then also my second ATP title I won against him. But then from like when the time was going on, we became great friends outside the court. He was inviting me for one great dinner here in Lisbon. I still have to do a revenge in Vienna. I would love to do this. I hope he has more time now after this tournament. But no, it's unbelievable what he did for Portuguese tennis. I think he really brought this sport to another level in the country, and he's a great guy, and I'm sure he'll have a great, very long life outside tennis.
I have to tell you, very important, very sad, but also very beautiful message. The season 2024 is gonna be my last one. I'm gonna finish my career with the end of this season. There are some reasons behind it. Firstly, of course, my wrist. It's not exactly the way it should be, and it's not exactly the way how I want it. And the second reason is my inner feeling. I was thinking about this decision for a very long time. I was thinking very carefully about it. Of course, I was also thinking about the whole journey as a tennis player, which was incredible. I've had success, I've won trophies, I've really never dreamt of. So the journey was incredible, all the ups and downs. It was a incredible experience, which I'm so thankful for. But yeah, at the end I came to the conclusion that this decision to end my career by the end of the season is the only right one. I'm very happy with it, and I am also super excited for everything what's coming next, and for a lot of more information, and also all the talks with my family and all the talks about my career and my past. Let's check out the vlog, which is coming on tomorrow.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.